Welcome back, my wealth builders. I just bumped into my books. Um, Welcome back. I am happy to be here. And I wanted to share with you this time something that Neville Goddard uh, mentioned in one of the videos that I watched. It really, really deeply touched me, and it deeply resonated with me because it kind of like mirrored a lot of the messages that I've been sharing. And then when I was listening to him, of course, I've listened to him like many, many, many times. And when I was listening to him, it's been a while though. When I was listening to him, I was like, oh, yes, oh, I need to listen to him more often. And what I realized again, it's what I actually remembered. What I realized was that listening to uplifting messages, messages that convey, self-development, growth, faith, anything that speaks to like the deepest part of you, it's truly a medicine to the soul. Like truly a medicine to the soul. I felt so refreshed. I just felt so alive, awakened, delighted. Like, I just felt like, oh, he's speaking to me, directly to me. It went just like straight to my heart, straight to my soul. I was like, okay, time to share with my tribe. Again, it's not a new message. It's a message that I've shared actually for December. I think, yeah, it was December last year. So December 2025. For every month, like most months, I started it last year. I like to have like a word for the month, and I go by that word. And I like to have a word for the year, kind of like to keep me on track with, my mission for that year, my goal for that year, whatever I try to accomplish. So for December last year, I urged everyone to decide and dictate for December. So my December was decide and dictate. And you've heard me say it like 1,000 times. Everything that you speak out, everything that you say is an executive order. Everything that you say is a decree. Everything that you say establishes things. Everything that you say is a new law, a new rule. It's a decree. So that's what I was saying. In December, we're going to decide what would like to happen in 2026 for us, and we're going to dictate it. We're going to dictate. Okay? So that was my decree for 2026. We're going to dictate everything that we would like to happen for us and through us. So the message was, Neville's message was basically around like the same idea. He really preaches a lot on operating from the state of the wish fulfilled, the state of the prayer answered, the state of already living, the dream, basically. And I call it like my preferred reality. And in the video, he was talking about how there are infinite possibilities of how your life could go or end up or unravel. And you have to acknowledge all those options, but then you have to choose, what you would like to happen for you, through you. You have to choose, you have to decide. Okay, it has to be like super clear. It's like, this is what I want. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to mute the noise. You have to clear out all the programs in your head. Sometimes our wishes, our dreams are not even ours. We've inherited them from, family, from, friends, society, whatever. So we really have to figure out, what we would like for ourselves and decide and choose like that specific option and then dictate. So it takes a lot of faith. Like, I think you have to have like strong faith, and a lot of people have given out on their faith due to doubts, or fear of disappointments, fear of never achieving, fear of failing yourselves or family members, people who look up to you. You've given out on dreaming. That was me. Giving out on faith, or externalized your faith, externalized your power, believing that if this other person pray for you, or believe in you, or does this and that for you, then you'll make that dream come true. No. So what he was basically saying is like, I wrote it down. He said, decision eliminates alternatives. Once you decide on something specific, on a purpose, on a career, on a partner, on it could be really anything, on your sport of choice, like anything. Once you decide, it means that all the other options, all the other alternatives, all the other possibilities, possible outcomes, they cancel out. They do not exist anymore. Like, you're crystal clear on what you want, laser focused on it, and it's not like, for example, failing, not becoming successful is not an option. Once you decide that I'm gonna be successful, I am gonna find my soulmate, I am going to start that business, I am going to buy my first home, whatever it is, it means that the other option of failure, the other option of, not attaining your goal, it's not a possibility anymore. That's a decision that you have to make. Once you decide that and truly believe that, not like forcing yourself to believe like, oh, maybe. No, it's clear. It's just so clear to you. This is where I'm going. This is what I'm becoming. This is what I'm doing, regardless of how long it takes. I am doing this, regardless of how long it takes. I am finding my partner. I am starting this business. I am like, whatever it is, whatever that means for you, the other possibility just canceled out. Like he says, decision eliminates alternatives. You have to have faith. And You might not be or come from like a religious background. You don't have to come from a religious background to have faith, because we all have faith. Like you have faith in 10,000 millions of things. Okay. But I do have to acknowledge that coming from a religious background do help into stepping into this level of faith, because you've already kind of exercised that muscle. It's like a muscle. If you've never exercised a muscle, it doesn't mean that you cannot do it. You will be doing it, but it might take, a little bit more time, or a little bit more effort. And when I say effort, I mean intention, like a little bit more intention, not like physical effort, but intention, like really catching yourself and exercising your mind, saying like, okay, no, this is a decision. Like I decided that this is going to be my reality. And every time that I have doubts, every time that I have fear, I have to treat my fear as suggestions. Like the mind is suggesting that you might fail, it might not work. This is not you. Imposter syndrome. No, those are suggestions, valid suggestions most of the time, because your brain is trying to keep you safe, keep you in your comfort zone. You have to tell yourself those suggestions are not the decision that you've made. This is not your choice. Keeping yourself small is not your choice. It's not one of your options anymore. So really stretching, getting out of your comfort zone, and believing 100%, 1,000% that the other option is no longer valid. It's no longer possible. It's no longer, it can never happen. It could never happen. So, yes, I just wanted to share this with you, and I wanted to really encourage you to level up, like raise up your level of faith. Like we all evolving, we're growing, and I really want you to grow and stretch yourself to the next level, because it really requires a lot of faith, a lot of commitment, yes, but it's really believing. You first have to believe internally. You have to believe that whatever option you chose for yourself is the only option that could possibly come out. And then your belief, your inner belief, will take form externally. Like I say, I love to say that your life always plays catch up. So if you experience, even if you're like already started the manifestation journey, like myself, and then you realize, oh, what? I've been manifesting more money, and this month I can barely pay my phone bill. Like maybe I don't even have enough to pay my phone bill. Just remember that your current reality is the manifestation of your old beliefs. It's the manifestation of your old programs. It's the manifestation of your old level of faith. This new level of faith, this new program that you're setting and encoding for yourself in your life, it's going to manifest itself. But you have to be graceful with yourself, be graceful with yourself, be patient with yourself, and believe. Like, do not waver. It has to be unwavering. Like, believe that your option is inevitable. It's inevitable, unavoidable. This is it. When you realize that your bank account just fell into minus, you're like, oh, this was the old me. How funny. Huh. I can't believe. Okay. Go back to your prosperous, abundant, bountiful self. You have no lack. All your bills are paid for, and you have more than enough to sustain the lifestyle that you like for yourself, for your family. You have more than enough. More than enough. Believe that. It starts within. Believe that, and then you're gonna realize that things are flowing naturally, organically, seamlessly, effortless. You realize that you'll be attracting so much abundance, so much blessing, so many blessings. But remember what Neville said: decision eliminates alternatives. And at the end of that video, he said something that I wanted to end with as well. It says, rest in the knowing. Rest in the knowing. Just know. Okay? Just know. Rest in the knowing. In the Bible, it says, be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that you got this. Okay? I love you so much. Be blessed, be free, and be wholesome.